Today's topic we're going to talk about is something that I find of great interest. We're going to talk about composites and different reinforcement materials. Um, cool thing about this is to understand why we use the materials we use, and I think just give my perspective of where the materials fit in the market. There's a lot of hype about carbon fiber, and there's a lot of hype about different kinds of core materials, and every material's got a place in the market. So from chop strand right through to your high-end carbon fibers, your polyester to your epoxy resins, everything's got a place. And it's just knowing what application to use the product for. I've built carbon boats, I've built wooden boats, aluminium boats, a whole range of different composite combinations. And we chose certain products for the Vision because I think it's the best fit. There's a lot of guys, there seems to be like this crazy carbon trend, and I don't think people really understand the benefits. It's definitely got its place. I think if you fully performance and you want to get this super stiff racing boat that's going to fly hull and carbon masts, carbon forebeams, and you get this really like strong integrated product. I think carbon and epoxy and your pre-peg products are fantastic. There's a lot of people out there, a lot of manufacturers where they do a mix of carbon and e-glass. There's e-glass and epoxy e-glass and polyester, e-glass and vinyl ester. And I think it's important to understand, what the advantages and disadvantages are. So obviously polyester being the entry level resin, vinyl ester being in the middle, vinyl ester epoxy. So it's actually got performance characteristics of polyester and epoxy resin. And epoxy being the top tier, where it's adhesive, super strong. It's got the flexibility. It's got fantastic waterproofing abilities. So where do we fit in? Why do we use what we use? I'll talk about that. What I don't like doing is I don't like mixing too many materials. So what people don't realize, if you've got a full carbon boat, it can get a very tinny kind of sound. It becomes a very noisy boat. You have to insulate them a lot because they're so rigid and the sound resonates through them really easy. So when you're underway sailing, it's an extremely noisy and loud boat. Then there's guys which are mixing the two products together, and they've got carbon bulkheads or carbon cabin tops mixed with e-glass hulls, or there's loads of different combos out there. And for me, I don't really see the benefit of. I understand what they're trying to do, and I understand they're trying to sell rigidity and all different products, and and that's their choice and how they look at it. And my take on it is that I'm more interested in, so all our product, whether it's our hull, bulkheads, our furniture, everything's integrated, everything's one system. We land up using the same product. So like on our Vision 444, everything is e-glass. We're using a PVC foam core and a vinyl ester resin. So for me, this is good because everything is a monostructure. It is got the same flexibility. We use a lot of strapping and a lot of uni-troughs and a lot of detail in our engineering to give us stiffness. I just feel when you start mixing the two products, you land up with a carbon fiber, which is a very stiff product, versus a product which is like e-glass, which has got a bit of flex and give. And obviously, you can get fatigue. You have to change your engineering quite a lot to be able to have the two to work together. So that's why at Vision we've decided e-glass, vinyl ester for our Vision 444. However, for our 484, we've stepped it up a notch. We've gone epoxy resin, e-glass, PVC foam. We just feel this just takes it up to another level. Also with obviously all the strapping on the bulkheads, all the uni-troughs. We just feel this gives a really strong monostructure. It's not specialized in the sense, and it also keeps the cost down. But you land up with a really stiff, really strong boat. So that's a quick insight to some of the materials and what's going out there, and just some of the differences. If anybody's interested in visiting Vision, we'll be at the Miami Boat Show from the 11th to 15th of February. We'll be on Dock E, berth 13. Yeah, our whole sales team will be down there, and please come and inquire more and book a test sale.